When a geologist from Norway visited the Grand Canyon with some of his students, he found something which did not seem like a big deal at first, but it turned out to be a shocking piece of evidence that alters what we know about the Grand Canyon and its history. Located in the north of Arizona, USA, the Grand Canyon has one of the most eye-catching views one could ever see. The Grand Canyon measures 1 mile deep and 277 miles long, with its widest sides reaching about 18 miles. It covers a remarkable 1,904 square miles, which is larger than Rhode Island. It's believed that the canyon was formed due to a tectonic uplift with the Colorado River cutting through layers of rock about 6 million years ago. The Grand Canyon is a product of two plates in the Earth's crust colliding. The collision resulted in rocks being formed due to extreme heat and pressure, which is why the deepest layer of stones is dark in color. The Grand Canyon has been a famous site for scientists, geologists, and paleontologists for many years. The lowest point of the canyon, known as the Vishnu Rocks, has exposed rocks and cross-sections about 2 billion years old. Over the years, archaeologists and scientists have found many artifacts and ruins that prove prehistoric humans had settled in and around the canyon area 12,000 years ago. This is the time when it's believed that giant mammals such as the woolly mammoths lived amongst humans. Many straw and split twig figurines have been discovered along with hunting tools highlighting hunting rituals. The canyon has been inhabited by 11 different tribes like the Hualapai and the Havasupai. The Pueblo tribe is considered the first to have lived in and around the canyon area, followed by the Paiute, the Navajo, and Zuni tribes. Currently, the Havasupai people trace their ancestry to the canyon, which goes back approximately 800 years. The greatest significance of the canyon lies in the geological record that is preserved and exposed so majestically. While the rocks at the site aren't inherently unique, it is the extensive variety of rocks, the clarity in which they are exposed to the naked eye, and the transformational geologic story that they tell that sets them apart. While the Grand Canyon is famous as a tourist location, it plays a more critical role in demonstrating the length of the Earth's history. Here's the latest discovery that reinforces the canyon's role in shaping the planet's history. A geology professor, Alan Krill, was hiking the Grand Canyon with his students in 2016 when he came across something unexpected. Right next to the trail, in plain sight, was a boulder containing unusual fossil footprints. Unsure of what he was seeing, but intrigued, Krill took pictures of the prints and sent them to his colleague, Stephen Rowland, a paleontologist at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. You won't believe what Krill accidentally stumbled upon. After thorough research, Rowland came up with this explanation, quote, "These are by far the oldest vertebrate tracks in Grand Canyon, which is known for its abundant fossil tracks. More significantly, they are among the oldest tracks on Earth of shelled egg-laying animals, such as reptiles, and the earliest evidence of vertebrate animals walking in sand dunes. The boulder containing the tracks fell from a cliff exposure of the Manachaka Formation. Based on the geological map of the strata along the Bright Angel Trail and earlier studies of the Manachaka Formation, the research team determined the age of the tracks to be 313 million years old. Rowland believes the footprint tracks belong to two different reptilian creatures moving diagonally along a path. He also observed that one of the animals was almost a foot long and used a lateral sequence walk. A lateral sequence walk is when a creature moves its left back foot first, followed by the left front foot, and then the right rear foot, closely followed by its right front foot. There was some debate that both sets of footprints may belong to the same animal moving on the path at different times, but Rowland noticed that one set of prints moved slightly faster than the other. Regardless, this discovery is massive, considering it predates other evidence of vertebrates inhabiting the Earth by 8 million years. If a single rock of the Grand Canyon has so much history hidden within its surface, imagine what the whole canyon may be hiding under its infinite layers of rock. The possibilities are endless. If you find this video interesting, please do give it a pause and a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our channel and press that bell icon for more exciting content. 313 million-year-old fossil footprints aren't the only mysterious find in the Grand Canyon. There are several discoveries and stories that add to this million-years-old enigma. One such tale is that of the Grand Canyon's cursed artifacts. In 1879, a merchant named Don McGuire was passing the Colorado River when he met a woman, Emma Lee. She needed some goods from the trader and in return gave McGuire an attractive Navajo blanket. However, she cautioned the trader of the blanket's dark past and how it brought bad luck to her husband, eventually leading to an early death. The trader dismissed the story as plain superstition and took the blanket with him. However, the 2 years that followed were miserable for McGuire, and he endured, quote, 100 calamities, all of which only ended when he lost the blanket. This is just one story, but many others relate to cursed Native American relics. Several people visiting the Grand Canyon Park steal artifacts from sacred grounds to keep as souvenirs. However, park rangers constantly receive letters from these tourists who claim the artifact brought them bad luck and they want to return it. Pieces of pottery often disappear from Native American burial sites only to be returned impatiently to the park sometime later. And every time, park rangers get the same reasoning from tourists. They experience bad luck, plagues, and other illness since picking up the stolen artifacts. Then there are numerous instances of ghost sightings and paranormal activity in the area. One of the popular stories is that of the wandering woman who has been spotted walking along the canyon's rim after sundown. Many tourists have reported seeing the same woman weeping uncontrollably. According to legend, a woman stayed in the lodge along the North Rim in the 1920s. When she learned that her husband and son were killed in a hiking accident, the woman, struck by uncontrollable grief, committed suicide. The lodge burnt down in 1926 but was rebuilt. Since then, many employees and tourists have noticed a woman on the North Kaibab Trail wearing a white robe with tiny flowers. She's always seen wearing the same dress with a scarf over her head. A forest ranger even saw the woman standing in the doorway to his quarters. Another ranger reported that he heard someone weeping outside his cabin one night. He dismissed the sounds, thinking it was another ranger who received some unfortunate news the same day. However, he heard the same sound again the next day. Curious to know who was weeping outside his cabin, the young ranger walked outside towards the trailhead. There, he saw a white shimmer of light resembling a white cloak wrapped around a woman slowly walking down the trail. Shocked by what he witnessed, he remained standing there until the white figure went out of sight. Among ghost sightings is another mysterious story of the newlywed couple Glenn and Bessie Hyde, who disappeared in the Grand Canyon, never to be found again. It was 1928 when the couple decided to take on the rapid currents of the Grand Canyon. A few days into the journey, the Hydes stopped on the south rim of the canyon to restock some goods when Bessie strangely said, "I wonder if I'll ever wear pretty shoes again." A few days later, the homemade wooden boat was discovered floating empty and fully stocked in the chilling canyon water, with the couple nowhere in sight. Glenn and Bessie's disappearance raised many questions, and an extensive search was conducted to recover the two. However, all the search parties returned empty-handed, and to date, not a single clue has been found relating to the honeymooners. Did Native Americans kill the Hydes, or did they drown in the depths of the canyon's waters? No one knows. Of all the horrendous happenings the Grand Canyon has witnessed, from suicides to lightning strikes, animal attacks, and falls from the rims, nothing is more peculiar than the number of vicious murders of tourists. The bodies of Michael and Charlotte Sherman were found in January 1977 after being shot execution style. Then there was the corpse of a Japanese tourist, Tomomi Hanamure, which was found below a waterfall. Her body was stabbed 29 times. A similar way, Kim Kwanimtewa's body was found at the south rim of the canyon many years ago. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and your feedback. And remember to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content just like this. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss a video. Thank you for watching.